How we learn? Observing, experience, making mistakes, yeah, learning from failure, observing, training, and so on. Experience, right? But where this learning resides in person? Where this learning accumulates? Brain, right?
Sebab tak nampak. Ni orang nampak ni.
Brain is a very complex mechanism. But here is the problem with our brain. Whatever we learn is kept as a memory.
Mati kata ganti dengan.
But learning evolves. It changes. The thing that you learned 20 years ago is not relevant anymore. But our brain still keeps that memory. So then what happens? Bias, mistakes, wrong decisions, and so on. So our brain has to also unlearn. How can our brain unlearn? It is not an automatic machine that can say, okay, this is not good for you. Let me unlearn for you. We have to do it ourselves. So brain learns, brain needs to unlearn, but brain also needs to relearn. Sometimes you have to go back. 10 years ago, oh, my professor taught this, but I forgot about it. Now I need to relearn. So what all these things is that we are continuously learning. Take this. I want you all to throw as far as possible so that others can catch this. Right? Throw, just throw. This is very safe. It's very hard. Throw and catch. I want you to throw as far as possible. Quickly. Just throw. Okay. No. My mistake. You all need to hold the things and then throw. Come, please. You are losing a significant learning experience. Come quickly. Yes, go. Then hold the page. Hold this and then go. No, you need to hold this. Hold it. Okay, stop. Okay, then you want if you take it free. Okay, what is it? Connection. Come on. Network. Connection, network. Knowledge. Visible. Yes. Okay. What the color signifies? You have red, green, white. Green. Okay. Green means things that you have learned using every day and selling. White means untapped potential in your brain. There are billions of neurons in your brain. So this represents analogy of a neuron. Now, the red one, you need to unlearn. That means that your brain has made the neurons connections. I'll show you a video how actually this happens. And you will learn that, okay, it's very important actually for you to make the point. Okay, so this is our brain, right? But this is very similar to AI. AI also need to learn to training data. Whatever that we are inputting, the AI is learning. But then how does AI know that this is the correct knowledge? AI doesn't know. Because we are feeding in. But AI now is smart enough. It will come to a point that AI knows what is not right. But that requires a human intervention. So I'll show with you some simple framework how you can leverage AI for AI. Okay. Now don't sit back, sit in the front as possible, because then you can see the slide. Thank you very much. Okay, my name is PJ. Do I need to use this again? Okay, my name is PJ. I represent Center for Research and Development Learning at Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. My primary role is a principal research fellow, and what we do there is three things. We do a number of projects under science of learning, under learning sciences, and under workforce learning. So science of learning is all about psychological interventions, how our brain learns, cognition, memory, and all that. You may know that Nanyang Technological University is primarily started with an engineering university, but it has branched out to many areas, including having a medical school. So we do have scans and so on, fMRI and all that to study how our brain learns. Learning sciences, we work closely with NIE, which is very similar to this institute, that is training teachers. So we do a lot of projects under assessment, diagnostic, how to make learning more effective, micro-learning, micro-credentials, and all that. Under workforce learning, we are interested to know, once students graduate and go into the workforce, how can they effectively learn in the workplace? So these are the things that we do there. Okay, my talk is about learn to learn. Why learn to learn? We believe that teaching adults, sharing adults how to fish is better than giving the fish. Because if they know how to fish, then they can fish wherever opportunities are. Okay, that is where learn to learn. And my special focus is AI. Now, I said partnering with AI. Why the word partnering? Because AI is not a replacement. It's very important for us to recognize that. AI is not a replacement tool. It's a tool that you can partner with. So look in terms of human or industrial evaluation. When first internet, email came about, the focus is about how to communicate better, because email writing and presenting orally is a very different skill. When internet came about, it's about critical thinking. How do you know this information is accurate? When remote working came about during the pandemic, it's all about collaboration. How can you collaborate virtually? But with AI, it's like a steroid. You need to communicate effectively with AI. You need to collaborate with AI, and you need to be critical with what AI is saying. So you need these skills. How can we acquire those skills in order for us to be the master of AI and not AI mastering us? Okay, what happens if you don't think partnering with AI? How many of you using AI on a daily basis? Can you raise it? On a daily basis. Okay, quite good. Okay, so there is a segment that using daily basis. We'll go a little bit about that later. If you don't partner with AI, if you don't use AI on a frequent basis, you're losing number of things. You're losing the innovation opportunity for your pedagogy, for your students. You're losing in terms of how can you be an effective collaborator with AI. You're losing an opportunity to make education accessible to anyone, everyone, everywhere. If you can use AI effectively, it will help you to tutor students better. Students can also tutor themselves. Okay, it's a very powerful tool that we have now. Now, when to partner? The time is now. I'm not sure whether you can see clearly this slide, but I will share the slide later. This slide came from a report from a UNESCO, just launched. So UNESCO did a study and they came up with a framework for educators, like all of us here, teachers. So there are a number of things they have said, but one of the things that I'm going to focus is here. AI for your professional development. How can you be a lifelong learner? Because we educators spend a lot of time educating children, educating others. But how about educating ourselves? Are we educating enough ourselves? So the group who are here today, I think I need to congratulate because you have taken the steps, you are being here, you want to learn something. So you are basically on the learning journey. But learning with AI gives you a much faster momentum. Okay, how? Okay, how to partner? The question how is an easy question for everyone. Everyone wants to know how. You go to a corporate training, you want to read something, journal articles and all that. People will ask you, I don't want to read, just tell me how. I don't want to know the inside out of something, but just tell me how to fix it. That is a short-term solution. Because fixing one thing at one time, you can only fix that thing. If that thing changes, you can't fix other things. Example, vehicle, car repair. If you're repairing car with a gasoline kind of engine, petrol engine, now it's translating to EV. Same skill, but it's very different. Okay, so knowing how is only part of the solution. You need to know why this solution works. Okay, just now I think we need to congratulate our volunteers. This was open area with a lot of light came. But just an hour before this, they took an attempt to fix it and they fixed it nicely. So I think a big clap, I think, for the team that did this because that's quite helpful. Okay, so that is how and why that is important. If that is not there, some of you can't see the slide here. Okay, so let's understand how our brain learns, relearns, and unlearns. So the exercise just now, I think, gave you the analogy. But let me show with you a video that actually reflects the exercise. Can you play the video? And watch carefully.
What you're looking at here are two neurons under the microscope that I've filmed. And if you wait really patiently, you'll be able to see them connecting to one another.
Okay, while they are trying out, so this video was taken by a research scholar in learning, and actually they did it on a battery fish with real neurons. Okay, not brain neurons, but real neurons, and you will see how the neurons actually are connecting in a real time. Can you play? Okay, let me just explain them. If you all can see, this is a very tiny neuron. This two neuron actually will connect.
And if you wait really patiently, you'll be able to see them to one.
Okay.
patiently, you'll be able to see them connecting to one another.
Yeah, I think the audio is not working. It's fine. I just wanted to show you this video is available on YouTube. Okay, when you have the slide, you
What
have
you're
the link.
looking at
But
here
this
are
video
two
shows
neurons under the
real
microscope
neurons
that I've filmed.
connecting,
And
similar
if you
to the
wait
exercise
really
that we did now.
patiently, you'll be able to
So
see them
what it says
connecting
is
to one
that
another.
our learning happens only when neuron connects. But once the neuron Okay, so neuron connects, right? So whenever we learn something, our neurons, the white color one, go and connect. But we have to strengthen this neuron. How? Practice. So just by learning, right, you know that this is important, but you are not, if you don't practice, the neuron is not strong. And then what happens is it releases again. So there's a scientific explanation how our brain learns, and it's important for us to know. And also important for us to educate us, because if we want to live long without dementia, without issues with our brains in a later life, we need to keep our brains active. That's why you see some political leaders across globally, right? They live long. Because I think they're learning every time. Okay, just qualitative evidence. Okay, we need to do a research actually. But I think it's quite interesting. Okay, late Lee Kuan Yew, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, they were healthy, then they live long. Okay, there's something is there. Okay, let's go back to my slide. Thanks. My slide. Okay, so this concept of learning our brain, our neurons, right, is explained by neuroplasticity. That means when we are young, there's more likelihood we create new neuron connections. When we become old, the likelihood is less. But we have some other knowledge in terms of our experience, in terms of crystallized knowledge, wisdom that help us to learn. So neuroplasticity explains why our brain learns differently. That's why it's very important to educate our children from very young on, because they can catch easily. But they also need to practice. Okay, next slide. The key to learning then is what? Just now people say experience, education, training, mistakes, and everything. But there's one fundamental similarity among all this, which is questioning. How can we become better at questioning? Okay, I asked ChatGPT and Gemini GPT, hey, can you share with me, when people say about questioning, what are the things people talk about? And you can clearly see on your left side is ChatGPT, a word cloud that came from that. But if I ask you the same question, probably the same thing will come also there. So what this means that Gen AI has come close enough to a collective input of people. Maybe not 100%, but 80%. But it also depends on what Gen AI you're using now. But everything will evolve to become very similar in the near future. On the right-hand side, I asked Gemini GPT, and it gave quite a colorful kind of thing, but not as accurate on the left-hand side. But don't worry about what Gen AI you're using, because they are quite competitive, and it will come a time where they are not relying on training data. I mean, they reach a saturation point where they have enough collective insights that they can share with us. And this is already happening in the creative industry. The video, the images, the photos, and all that. And early on, right, people were very skeptical. They say this is copyright. Yes, true. But more and more now, right, it is not anymore about copyright. Because whatever the GPT is producing is already a Roja. They already mix so many things. You don't know which is a new thing. So it will come to that in a very near future, where every GPT actually can give you the output, similar to human being. Okay, where are you now? Some of you have been using GPT, some of you not. But I encourage you to take a snapshot, quick one, QR, and do just a 2 minutes assessment. Okay, you all would have received an assessment.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, this one you can snapshot and complete yourself. This is an assessment based on the 9 questions, a very simplistic diagnostic to assess where you are in terms of AI awareness and your ability to question AI. Okay, look at it. It gives you where you are, but also it gives you what to do about it. Okay? Okay, we will move. So what I'm going to share today, which is, I think, is one key takeaway that I hope you all will take away from my sharing. That is SCORE framework. How many of you want to score in your life? How many of you want to score big in your life? Can you raise it? Everyone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's learn whether this will be relevant for you. The SCORE framework. What is SCORE framework? Number 1, when you question AI, don't go and simply ask, hey, please help me this. Tell me how to do this. Use, number 1, a structured way to ask AI. Simple. Who, when, why, what, where, how. This framework is very general. 5W1H is not new. But when you are connecting with AI, you have to ask AI repetitively. Okay? Let me give you an example. Okay, how to repair an aircon that is not cold enough. You can go to Google and say, tell me how to repair aircon DIY, do it yourself. It will give you a lot of resources with a lot of YouTube video and all that. Okay, that's good. But now you can use AI. Hey, my aircon is not cold. What's the first thing I have to do? The AI will give you some answers. Then ask why you think this is important to do as a first step. Tell me why. When I should use this number 1 solution, when I should not use. The AI can help. Okay, and then you go to the YouTube and you select the YouTube that precisely aligns with what you need. Because repairing aircon can be many levels, as easy as cleaning aircon. Okay, so that's an analogy. 5W1H. Number 2, connection. Make meaningful connections to unlock new insight. One is for relevance. The other thing, you can ask AI, can you find parallels in the different fields or whatever. Okay, think about it. How many of you have played Scrabble before? So Scrabble, basically, you are finding connections within letters. You have 7 letters, you try to find a connection, which is very good for our brain. But let's say now we move a higher level to Scrabble, right? You have few words done by other players. Can you force the team to say, hey, how can we connect these different words together? It may not make sense, but can we force ourselves to connect? So you have to force AI to connect. Because you think about it, right? If it is a common knowledge, then why we need AI? We need AI to force ourselves to think differently. So the best way is force AI. Okay, you're telling Apple, you're telling Orange. Tell me how I can connect Apple and Orange together. AI can say they are fruits. But is there anything else that AI can connect? Vitamins, the growing time. What is the yield per hectare? So there's so many levels you can force and ask. Okay, one way I've used AI for the connection, right? I bring 2 ideas from a different disciplines because I do research. And interdisciplinary is a big thing now for anything, writing a grant, doing a research, publishing a paper, everything. I say this idea comes from management. This idea comes from learning science. How can I connect these 2 ideas? Can you help me to provide me research questions? It can do for you. But whether that research question is a right one or wrong one, AI will not be able to tell you. So we still need to know some experience, getting our mentors, and hey, what do you think about this idea? Okay, making connection, C. O is observation. When you observe something, we learn. Similar for AI. AI can learn through observation. Again, I'm a researcher. I have data. I have bar charts. I have histograms. I have Venn diagrams. I cut and paste and put in ChatGPT. Hey, can you help me to interpret this? Sometimes you will get a good interpretation, but you need to give context. Okay, but for us, right, as educators, how do we develop our skills in order to increase our knowledge through observation? Our brains can recognize patterns. Our brains can also visualize things. Okay, so just now, right, you all did the AI awareness. Okay, let's see the data. Can you go through the visualization? Okay, so with the AI tools nowadays, it's very easy to do this. Unlike 20 years ago, paper and pencil, you bring the data, then you put in Excel, so this is live, huh? This is from your data. I'm just showing 1 or 2. I mean, not able to see clearly, but this based on your responses. So by visualizing data, you can help to interpret better. You can also support AI better. Hey, I have this bar. I asked this question. Can you create me a story for me? It can create. But we, as a human also, right, it's very easy for us to create a story for this. The audience here somewhat agree that they know their strength and weakness. I know straight away. Okay? But if let's say now I have different clusters here, you are in a different schools, mathematics, science, English, and so on. And I want to know, is there any statistical difference between different educators, different students in this university in terms of strength and weakness of their AI? I can do statistical analysis, but I can also ask ChatGPT if I provide the data point. So ChatGPT even can do simple tests like Cronbach Alpha, which is a reliability test for your surveys. So there are many things. Okay, so that is Can you move to the slide? Thank you. Okay, we have covered SCO. What is R? Okay, R is reflection. And this is very critical for thinking, for us and also for students. What did I learn? What new questions arise from this learning? And how can I apply this? An easy way to do this is you have a video that you are watching for your class, a YouTube video or whatever video that lecturers have given to you. Even this, right? You take this video from what I'm sharing, take this video and put it in Gen AI and ask Gen AI, hey, Vijay said this, is that correct? It can give a counter argument. And that is for your reflection. We all need to understand one thing, that we all have a different context whenever we deal with problems and so on. As educators, I think, you're all dealing with different type of students, different levels and so on. So the context is very, very different. What I am sharing with you may not be relevant to you for certain type of learning. But when you reflect to understand, okay, if this is not relevant, then what should I learn more? I use this when I watch any videos that has, maybe in the beginning, right, we have seen no connection with management. Okay, because my background is management and also engineering. So I want to know, how can I use this video to teach management? I bring the URL, I put, and I say, can you develop a 1-hour workshop for this? It can give you some ideas, but you need to curate. It's not as simple as I say, it's not replacement tool. You have to partner with it. Okay, if replacement, you can just take it and use it, but it will not work that way. Okay, the last one is E, exploration. You can use Gen AI to connect things from different disciplines to understand what are the future trends and what are the global perspectives. Okay, so I've covered SCORE. Try to use all this when you're partnering with AI. AI loves to work with people that can question them deeper. If you ask lazy questions, Gen AI will give you lazy answers. That is a key takeaway. Okay, now, how can you apply this on your daily learning? SCORE. Use the structured way of asking. Connect things when you're asking by visualizing, mind maps and all that. Observation, use it. Take notes visually, how this connect. Reflection is you reflect things on things that people are sharing. Okay, I've learned this very recently. Free advice is the most expensive advice. Free advice is the most expensive advice for you. That means you are going to lose a lot more when you're getting free advice. Because not all free advice can be used for everything. Okay, that's number one. Number two that I learned just by watching my shorts YouTube. This from Zakir Hussain, a famous composer, tabla player, worldwide, right? He's based in India. And he said one thing that is relevant to all of us as educators. He said, teachers don't teach, students learn. Reflect on it. Teachers don't teach, students learn. What he's trying to say is that our role as educator actually is to inspire students to learn themselves. We can only guide, we can only give frameworks, but it's up to them actually to learn. We can't force feed and and expect the result the students will learn. Okay, I think that comes from a very practical experience of Zakir Hussain. Okay, so this is my contact. That's my LinkedIn QR. If you want to connect with me. Again, thank you UPSI for inviting me. I hope you all have learned something. Thank you very much. By the way, when I brought this frame, right, the custom check twice in Singapore and also in Malaysia.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijayan, for such a very enlightening session. We have to wait a while for our second keynote speaker, which is not far away. Okay.
I can ask questions.
Yes, you can.
Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to share or any perspectives. Again, our session is all about questioning. Yes.
I have one question. Okay, we as educators, sometimes we are actually try to apply for the latest approach in teaching and learning, but sometimes we have a limitation in time constraint. Sometimes we need to do everything to start, not as a good facilitators or how to teach. How it's not how to teach, how to make the student learn properly without us everywhere, anywhere, every time, because we have a limited time constraint. But the problem is we have a goal to achieve in our teaching and learning guide that we supposed to be make sure the students achieve that goal, and at the same time we have the time constraint. So what actually the best step or the best solution, Doctor, if you have any idea to solve? It's not actually my problems. It's also actually mostly as educators' problem.
Thank you for sharing. So the problem is educators, we are limited by our resources, time, energy, cost, but also we are driven by KPIs that may make sense or may not make sense. Right? That is our problem. But we are under boundary that this is what you can do, this is what you cannot do. How can AI actually can help us be more productive? I think AI, I say, is not a replacement tool, but it is certainly a productive tool. Certainly a productive tool if you can leverage AI deeply enough. Just let me share with you. All the slides that I showed just now, 80% of it is AI. But I have to be master enough to tell AI, this is exactly what I want. I want this text in my slide. I want your help to give me the image and the right formatting. Then you can be productive. So that means to your question, right? We have to be the master. We cannot say, okay, can someone help us do this or AI help? It's very limited. So how do we master ourselves to be mastering AI? I think sharing like this, getting a mentor, learning from mistakes, learning from books, learning from YouTube, TED Talks. I think TED Talks is a great way of learning. I mean, they are very specifically curated, so high quality. So we have to keep learning, but at the same time, our learning must help in our productivity. So you have to apply what you have learned. Like today you have learned, right? Is there something that I can use from today to improve my productivity? If it takes 5 hours, with this now, it takes 2 hours. You already accomplished something big already. I can tell you my experience. 20 years ago, when I started my journey as a researcher, my biggest struggle was writing. My biggest struggle was not research questioning, critical thinking, but when it comes to academic writing, where you need to bring sources to build your story, that is requires a lot of time. But now, right, researchers have at least 5 or 6 tools. I can do literature review for any topic that you give me. I can do it for 50 articles in a day. If your researchers, right, explore tools like Scholar-C, Elicit, these two are famous, but there are others. So what this does actually, if you put your keyword, it extracts all the journal titles. It will not download articles, but it will, you know the titles. And then you go to your library, download all the articles, and then put all the PDF articles in this app. Then it will give you the table. The authors, the citation, the key takeaways, limitations, sample, feature directions, gaps, everything. But then you take that, and then you have to write. So that, like, tremendous productivity for literature search. Okay, thanks for the question. Other question? Or the speakers ready? Program is ready. Program is ready, please. I'm just spending some time. Yes.
So this benefits you can use it for the future, because the generation of this. So talking about AI, we think that the young generation today, of course, the young generation is more using the gadgets and technology, because they use the ChatGPT or the AI. So how about how to improve the social skills? The young generation nowadays, we have to improve their communication skills, how to improve on that, more confidence, their communication more effective. So what do you think?
Okay, great question from Azalina. Prof. Ramli, just give me a minute. I'll answer this question.
Sure.
So Azalina's question is, with all these gadgets, right, and AI is the latest one, the younger generation is probably spending more time on it. So the limitation of that is they may not have the real networking skill, social skill, communication skill, and so on, right? Because they are confident of getting everything from their tools. Why should I need a teacher if I can get answer from ChatGPT? I think there's two aspects of it. So one is we as educators have to raise ourselves even higher. Use methods that are quite innovative, that can help you to deliver a complex subject in an easy way. And ChatGPT can help. So for example, if let's say now someone has come and they knew that we did the connection, using the thread exercise, and has no clue what happened, that person actually can go to ChatGPT and say, hey, this workshop did this. What this workshop is all about. ChatGPT probably will give you some guidance. So similarly, right, if you're teaching probably a chemistry or biology or physics or any subject, and you say, how can I make this complex subject easy to teach to students? Ask ChatGPT. Again, ChatGPT may not give you the most accurate answer, but that's a good starting point. Okay, so that is ourselves, right? From generation-wise, I think that's very important for us to raise our kids of the social elements of the society. That is, I think, is a limitation of the era that the new generations are living. So we have to continuously, I think, have to raise the awareness, bring them out to activities, events that make themselves think, okay, there's other aspect of life than seeing YouTube or whatever it is. I think that's two ways. But we also have to make I hope that partially answers. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijayan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to our second speaker, Mr. Professor Dr. Ramli bin Mustafa, who is a distinguished expert in technical and vocational education at University Pendidikan Sultan Idris. His research interests include vocational intelligence, vocational taxonomy, vocational leadership, curriculum development, leadership, inventive thinking, experiential learning, and the education of special needs and indigenous groups. Professor Dr. Ramli has also been recognized for his contributions to vocational education through awards and medals at international invention fairs. He holds a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering from the University of Alabama and Masters in Educational Administration from Eastern New Mexico University, and Master in Science in Industrial Technology, and a PhD in Technical and Vocational Education from Purdue University, United States of America. So without further ado, everybody gives a round of applause to Professor Dr. Ramli bin Mustafa.
Where's the mic here? How are you? Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao. It's not enough. Ready now? Okay, no problem. How are you today? This is not intelligence. With the era of intelligence, we should have. Oh yeah, this is more intelligence. Okay, assalamualaikum and very good evening, afternoon. Nice meeting you all. Some of you I'm familiar with, some of you are my students. Maybe today I'm going to give you a quiz for research methods. Okay, we are going to start with pointer. There's a pointer. Oh, okay. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I? You can hear my voice. Yeah, my voice is so loud. Okay. Basically, today we're going to talk about research in the era of intelligence revolution, IR4. Are we in IR4 or not yet? No, not fully. I go to industry and ask them, are we in IR4? They say, no, we are IR 2.5. Semi-automation 2.5. Okay? Okay, this guy, you know this guy? Yeah, because there's who is he? He's a writer, science fiction writer. And he said that our technology is like magic. So, our technology is like magic. If your grandfather was 500 years ago was dead and now he revived as a human being, he will say our technology is a magic. Yeah? Yes. Hopefully he's not revived. The Ray Kurzweil, he was working with Google. He say artificial intelligence will reach singularity. What is singularity? Singularity. What is it? I'm testing your English. What is singularity? And one, right? One, single. How many of you are single? Not yet married? Raise your hand. How many of you are single? Stay single. Or stay single. Okay, good. Minority group, still single. Most of you are double. Yeah? It means that the human intelligence and the machine intelligence will be one. In fact, the machine intelligence may be more intelligent than you, huh? Maybe because the microprocessors of their brain is faster than you. Okay, we have disruptive technology. What is disruptive technology? Disruptive technology is technology that kill other technology. Example? Apa teknologi yang kill other technology? Ya, handphone. Kan? Handphone kill apa? Handphone kill apa? Ya, newspaper kan? Newspaper, orang tak tengok lah newspaper. Now handphone saja. Movie pun kadang-kadang tengok. News pun tengok dalam handphone. Jadi dia kill other technology kan? Ultimately, they kill you. Okay, let's example is this. How many of you have seen this one? This camera. Polaroid. How many of you have seen this Polaroid? Yes, I have seen this one. You don't. Maybe you are generation X or Y. Yeah, 98. Wow, you are millennial generation. I'm a baby boomers. Yeah. Baby boomers generation is 46 to 64. I'm 64, the last of the baby boomers. Apa karakteristik baby boomers ni? Ya, baby boomers dia banyak anak. Betul, saya 10 orang anak, so saya banyak. Ya, and I also have 8 grandchildren. Yes, I'm the last of baby boomers. I'm more productive than you. You're not productive. And how this Polaroid come about? Yeah, because the daughter of the inventor asked the father, why we cannot get a picture after we took it. Yeah, last time we have this film, you know, take several days to get a photo, and this the daughter of his name is and the daughter asked the father why we cannot get a photo, and the father invented this Polaroid camera. Okay, what happened to Nokia? How many of you have Nokia?
That's my first
I have the flip one. Flip, no. Once upon a time, Nokia. What happened to Nokia? No more Nokia. 3310. Oh, I have more advanced than 3310, man. So who kills the Nokia? iPhone, Samsung.
Blackberry.
BlackBerry almost gone, but yeah, still that. All right. Why this so slow? Okay. AI in human work, AI in research, AI in everything. Did you use AI in your research? Yes. What is your AI in your research do? Yeah, I know all of you use some sort of AI, which is copy and paste. Yes, copy, edit, and paste. That is our hypothesis that we need to test whether it's true or not. Yeah. Okay. In the next year, AI will. Oh, why is it? Ooh. Kenapa tak boleh? Okay, one more. In the next year, AI will change learning, teaching, and education. The speed of technology change will be very fast. It will create high pressure to transform educational practices, institutions, and policies, including research. How many of you use ChatGPT? How many? Be honest. Every day. Every day. Is it wrong? It's not wrong. ChatGPT is just a tool. Yeah, it's just a tool that you can use. I use it. Yeah, I'm using it. But we need to check whether ChatGPT is right or wrong, because ChatGPT, for the time being, a lot of mistakes. Yeah. Even I asked who is Professor Ramli Mustafa, and he gave me the wrong thing. Yeah, of course. So make sure you check when the ChatGPT give you something. You check, better check where it is from. You know. Okay, future will be VUCA. What is VUCA? VUCA, B, volatile. U, uncertain. C, complex. And A, ambiguity. So this is the nature of the future. Very complex. So some of you say, oh, PhD is very hard. Yes, it's complex. If some of you say, oh, PhD is easy, you go to hell. I know that most or almost 90% or more that do PhD, they will cry. I have seen in my students. Yeah. If they are not crying, that is not PhD. Maybe it's a PhD or something like that. PhD is a research degree, as compared to EDD is a practical research. So, no offense for those who doing EDD, it's okay, you can proceed. That's EDD for practitioner. PhD for researcher. Yeah, that's why we need you to think like researcher, sleep and wake up like a researcher. So I'm act like a researcher. When my wife say blah blah blah, this artist blah blah blah, I say, what is your source? Yeah? Is it a primary source or secondary source? Primary source and secondary source. And she say, I don't like to talk to you because I'm thinking like a researcher. So tapis, semua maklumat di sini tapis filter. Okay. Okay, this future maybe this is a future topic for your research. AI, digital, green, metaverse, so on. Okay, my research, one of my research is on metaverse. It's a virtual world. Is it applicable to your classroom, to your training? Yes. Because when we use metaverse like augmented reality, virtual reality, it will save cost, it will save material. For example, in my field, we did welding. If you use a physical welding, a lot of material will be wasted for training. But if you use the augmented reality, no material will be wasted because you are doing it virtually and it's like real. Okay? But of course, it's not 100% metaverse because finally you need the student to work on physical, but at the end of their semester, they will use the physical one. It's like pilot, you know. Do you have a pilot that just get into program and he used the real airplane? No. What? Why? The student didn't automatically go to the cockpit of the real airplane.
Because dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous. Yeah, because these are just pilot. Maybe he training, pilot training. Maybe he will You know, crash the plane. How many billion on the plane? How many millions? That's why they go to simulator. So simulator is like augmented reality. Yeah. Okay, these are example of metaverse. AR, VR mixed reality, meaning that you mix between VR and AR. Okay, my second quiz. What is the difference between VR and AR? What is the difference between virtual reality and augmented reality? If you can answer my question, you can go home online, right? Apa, Reza? You know the difference? Anybody know the difference? You don't know? Okay, virtual reality is something that is not real. Maybe I want to go back to Jurassic Park. So we do the virtual reality. Meaning that I'm going to the dinosaur era. Even though dinosaur is not real, it's not there because dinosaur already extinct. But augmented reality is something is real. For example, welding just now. I can use the welding but virtually. Okay, that's the difference between AR, VR. Okay, have you seen this dinosaur lady? In the movie? Not in the zoo, huh? No. Maybe virtual zoo, yeah, you have this dinosaur. Okay, this guy from MIT says, we are watching the dinosaur die, but we don't know what will take their place. Who going to take the dinosaur place? Who? Who going to take the dinosaur place? Yeah, traditional teacher. Sorry. Traditional teacher who doesn't want to change, doesn't want to use technology, doesn't want you going to be dinosaur man. Why you are so slow? Evening, afternoon, sleeping. Did you understand what I'm talking about? You boy, you understand? Yeah, very good. Jesus, going to be Jesus. Well, not many people understand what I'm talking about. Because we have 19th century curriculum and 20th century curriculum and teachers, and we have 21st century learners. So the learners is more advanced than the teacher. That's why you going to be dinosaur if you are not going to take. Because your students are more advanced than you. Maybe your student can do more better research than you. Yeah. Back to metaverse. These are some of the history of the metaverse. Metaverse is not a new word. In 1982, this guy, Neil Stephenson, wrote a novel, and the novel name is No Crash, and he used the word metaverse. Okay? So it's not new term. In fact, in some movie that you see, use the metaverse as their part of the movie. Have you seen Avatar? Yes. Avatar use AR, augmented reality, or even virtual reality. But some scientists like Stephen Hawking say this AI is very dangerous. Why AI is very dangerous? Because I think some die, the robot will be smarter than you. Yeah, maybe the human race will be controlled by robots. Okay. This is the ChatGPT. Even ChatGPT can write your own. You can ask ChatGPT to write my own termination letter or resignation letter. You don't have to think. Please, ChatGPT, please write a letter for me. I want to resign from Pupsi to die. ChatGPT will follow you. But don't be so stupid. Because I look at the journal. And the beginning of the video say, oh, ChatGPT, please write introductory statement in my article. And that statement is in the published article, man. If I will fire the editor. Dia tulis tu, dia tulis, please ChatGPT write introductory statement for the article, and the statement is there, published. Yes, it was published. Yeah, it was published. Betul-betul copy and paste, and the editor is so stupid. Maybe predatory journal. Okay. Yeah, this is the favorite time of us. Copy and paste. Are you? Yeah, the student and the lecturers too. And no lecturer here. Why is it easy? Cut and paste, easy. Good. This is AI universe. Hey, come on, man. Where's the computer? Oh, there. Yeah. So I read a newspaper article about metaverse. Challenges with AI. We start with digital transformation. This is about the Ipac graduates. What are competency? One of the research, area we want to know the competencies of our students. Do they have the traditional skill or they need AI skill in order to? Okay, where the needs the world and talents cross their lives to vocation. This is a statement by Aristotle, maybe how many years ago? 3,000 years ago. He said, when you have the competence and the market wants your competence, you will get the job. Right? Welcome, my dear friend. How are you? Okay, yeah. Good students always sit in front. When I was a PhD student, I always sit in the front. I'm telling you, of course, IPS don't like this. I'm doing PhD 7 years. 7 years. I told my supervisor in the United States that I'm going to have only 4 years for my scholarship. So I need to finish my PhD 4 years. And he was laughing at me. He was laughing. He said, okay, we will see. We will see. We will see. I end up 7 years. Because the United States, system, 90 credit hours. 90 credit meaning 30 courses you have to take before you defend your proposal. So how many? 30. And the registrar at that university said to me, oh, your master's is from United States, so we can give you 30 exemption, 30 units exemption. I said, no, I'm going to learn something new. I don't want any transfer. And then I took another master's because initially I want to do 2 PhD from 2 faculties, but they say, oh, they just say only one. We only confer only 1 PhD, but you can take multiple masters. I said, okay, I'll take another master of science. That's the technology. So 10 more courses, because for masters, 30 units. So I have 120 units for my PhD plus master. Advantage, if I, going back to my university, that National University, the professor said, oh, can you be our guest lecturer in my class? Wow. He was teaching a curriculum. He was a professor, and he asked me as a young guy from United States, can you be the guest lecturer in my class? Wow. So I went and teach curriculum. After that, student come to me, oh, wow. We understood what you are teaching. You don't understand what the professor is teaching. So, with knowledge, you will travel. Okay, future competencies is we want our researcher, have this critical thinking, creative thinking, problem solver, You have to solve the problem. And the starting point of your research is your problem, not your problem. You have to come up with a problem. I say to my student, please find the problem. Give him 3 months. And after 3 months, he came back and said, there is no problem. I couldn't find any problem. I say, okay, find another 3 months. I give him and find the problem. 3 months, he came back and sorry, problem. I couldn't find any problem. I say, yeah, because you are the problem. Where do you find the problem? Where do you find the problem? For your research. Where do you find? Not your home problem. Your research. Where do you find your research problem? Yeah, you review the article. What? And experience. What do you mean experience? You have problem? Yeah, you look at your classroom and say, why these students are not, understand what I'm talking about? Like my student in the statistics class and research method, they are just staring at me. They are staring at me, maybe in their heart say, what the hell are you talking about? I know they don't understand if they are staring at me like they want to eat me. If you stare like you want to eat me, I know you don't understand what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, this AI skill. Okay, future. One of the things that we want our students to have design mind. No? You have to design mindset in order to solve problem. Okay, these are examples of those who doesn't have a design. Okay, this who designed the road? Yeah, stupid engineer. Yeah, and people are using other road. Yeah, they are not using what you designed. Yeah, what happened to this toilet? Yeah, the toilet paper too far from toilet bowl. Who the hell is designing that thing? This is a real example. You want your student to be like this designer or not? No. Balcony. No. This is a real example. You design the balcony but no door. What is the purpose of balcony? Okay. What the hell is the door up there? You just jump. Yeah. Open the door and jump. Yeah, oh, ini socket, electrical socket producing water.
Dangerous.
Okay, this one is in London.
Yeah. Wait, it's
Why the
outside.
telephone is outside of the box? Of course, the telephone inside the box.
Outside the box.
Huh? Oh, taking outside the box. Yeah, taking outside the box. Yeah, good idea. Okay, boleh touch dalam tu. Dalam tu. On kan dia. This is a welder. Sorry lah, the.
Okay, we can see like this.
What the problem is the welder? He has no design thinking.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He put his head and there is his weld. He cannot take out his head. Be creative in innovation is game changer now. Yeah. Innovation, if you are not innovative enough, then you're going to extinct like the dinosaur. But when you ask what is the innovation, you are like a blind people with an elephant. Up to you. Okay. Many definitions of innovation. What is this? Are you sure it is a horse? Horse. Huh? How come the horse become a frog? How the horse become a frog? Yeah, perspective. So these are horse and these are So perspective, different angle of perspective is the one type of innovation. You look things from different perspective. Same thing in your research. We have qualitative paradigm and quantitative paradigm. Both are acceptable. You can do qualitative, you can do quantitative. But you want to know the philosophy behind the two. Don't just you mix the two. Okay, if I am giving you a horse and a frog, which one you want? Give me the reason why you want a horse.
Can move very fast.
You want a frog? No, that. You want a frog? Horse. Okay, how many you want? This is not a picture, it is a real horse and a real frog. I want to give you. But you have to give me the reason why you want frog or horse. How many of you want horse? Make sure you choose only one.
Yes.
Who doesn't choose anything, I will give you a snake. Okay, one more time. Who going to want the horse? Who want the frog? Okay, the horse first. Why you want a frog or you are a frog or you are a horse?
I'm human.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
I just want to test your awareness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the horse stronger
Okay.
and then can moving faster than
Okay, stronger, faster. The one
yes.
expensive. Yes. If you sell the horse.
And when it's more pricey when like a human also can.
Oh yeah. Okay, good. Horse, frog. How many of you choose frog? Yes. Why? Why, Mr. Frog? Yeah. Oh, frog can go rain. That's superstition. Yeah. People usually believe in my country, in my country also. Second. It eats the mosquito. Okay. Yeah. Good. Number 3. That's all. One more. Siapa tadi yang frog tadi? What? Then look, 2. One in the land, one in the sea. Ya, dia 2 alam. Ada orang sini 2 alam. So I still remember I did this for the secondary school student. Yeah, Form 1 student. I asked them why you want a frog or horse, and 99% of the students say horse. Only one student say frog. Saya tanya dia, kenapa pilih kuda? Kenapa pilih katak? Sedangkan semua pelajar lain pilih kuda. Tengok, saya pilih katak. Kawan dia semua ketawa kat dia kan. Saya kata, kenapa kamu pilih katak sedangkan semua kawan kamu pilih kuda? Tak. Dia kata, sebab saya tidak mau diperkudakan. Saya tak dapat lagi answer daripada you all. Daripada university student, no answer lagi. Only from Form 1 student. To ask critical question, yeah. Discovery start with question. You have to be critically ask question, right? What kind of question that you are going to ask? Is it low order thinking or high order thinking?
From high.
Yeah. The high order thinking, what is that? What are the words that you use to high order thinking? Yeah. How and why. Even they say, oh, in business, yeah, they say if you know how, you will get the job. If you know the why, you'll be the boss. So you want to be the boss or the worker? A leader. So you have to know the why to be a leader. If you're only a worker, you know how. Yeah. Okay. Why? Example. Apple. This is Newton. Isaac Newton. The apple dropped on his head, right? And he got what theory? Gravity. Yeah? Gravity, because all the people at the time observed the apple drop, but they never asked the question why it drops. But Isaac Newton asked why this thing drops, and he finally got gravity. That's in England. How about in Malaysia? Durian drop. If the durian drops, you have no time to think this is in Cambridge. I was in Cambridge. There's a tree. The Newton tree, apple tree. Still alive. More than 300 years. But there's no apple. Just the leaves. Okay, this creativity is just rearranging the idea. Yeah. But what is innovation? Innovation is just application of that creative idea. Like you produce one product based on the original idea to get improvement. Okay. Okay, look at this picture. Is it innovation or not? Tell me, is it innovation or not? Is it innovation or not? Yeah. Are you going to use it? No. So that is not innovation. Even though there's a new, but people don't use it, no innovation. How about another one? Is it noodle? So both of these are not innovation, even though they are new but not useful, because you never want to use. Why you never want to use? Kenapa tidak mau pakai itu? Yeah, because you will look stupid. Okay. So innovation must be new and useful. Same thing with your research. You have to do a research which people will use later on. Your product. If people never use, that is useless for your research. This innovation. Could be innovation for him. Okay, tree struck by lightning. This one in Canada. The tree was struck by lightning. So is it that good, right? Is it that good? Yeah. But they make it like a hand. So it will be a tourist attraction because the tree, making tree into hands. Yeah, in Canada. So it's an innovative idea. So thousands of people are coming here to see the tree lightning but turn into a hand. Okay, to be creative. How are you going to be creative? Tell me, how are you going to be creative? How about I use this strategy. If I'm stuck in chapter 1. Oh my God, chapter 1. I'm not moving. Chapter 1, I'm not moving. So I go to the bathtub and open the warm water and soak my body and my head inside. Later on, maybe I get some ideas. That's why if I'm stuck, I go to hotel because hotel have hot water. During when I was in the States. It's like Archimedes. Archimedes was in the hot bath when he wanted to solve the problem of the crown of the king. Jogging, how many of you become creative when jogging? No. Most of you are not jogging. Walking. Yeah. That's why you are bigger than usual. Okay, how about coffee? Yes. I drink 8 cups of coffee per day. Yeah, because I was 13 years in the United States. So I see my neighbor and my co-workers, they are drinking a lot of coffee. Oh, sorry, Mary. My wife. Sorry. My wife checking me. Where am I? Yeah, she's checking. You know, certain times she will check it. Yeah. Because she loves me very much. She makes sure that I'm not strained. A new iPad, if I give you a new iPad, you'll be innovative. No, you don't want iPad. You want the iPad. You don't want to be innovative. Okay. Higher salary. How many? Higher salary will be innovative. Are you sure? Okay. Boss to retire. Because sometimes your boss will be the hurdle for you to be innovative. Sorry, the boss. How many of you are bosses?
No one.
Oh, I'm right in the Facebook. Sorry. What is research? We go to research. What is research? What is research? Sometimes we ask this in sometimes we ask this in Bible. Kan? Saya pernah say, what is research? Because you are doing research, so tell me what is research? What is your answer? What is research? What is research? Check everything. Research is systematic inquiry. Systematic investigation. So when you want to do research, must be systematic or scientific. So never go out from the toilet and say, I want to do research. That is not systematic. Systematic, you have to, write your chapter 1, 2, 3, find the problem, and so on. So systematic. Why is it important to conduct research? Why is it important to conduct research? One, solve the problem. Find the gap. Yeah. What is the most important? Why you do the research? Yeah, advance the knowledge. The knowledge will advance by your research. If there is no research, the knowledge will static. No advancement in knowledge. How to choose research topic? Who give you the research topic? You yourself, or you depend on other people to give your research topic? Yeah, betul. Yeah, betul.
Yeah.
What type of research topic you were going to do? Is it white swan or black swan? Black. Why is it not white? Yeah, white swan is tajuk basi. Tajuk basi, white swan. Maknanya banyak orang dah buat kan? White swan, you can see a lot of white swan. But you rarely see black swan. How many of you have seen black swan? Where? Where did you see black swan? The paint, the black paint on the swan? The real black swan. Where? Anybody?
I did.
Yeah, where?
At my university.
Where? In UK?
In New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand, yes. I went to New Zealand and I saw a couple.
Black swan.
Really? Yeah. I went to New Zealand and I saw. But in Malaysia, you go to Bukit Tinggi, tropical, French thing that they have a pair of black swan. So, black swan is the research that you want to do, not the white swan. Black swan means the research topic is rare, like a diamond, you know. You want a diamond? Sure. You want me to buy your diamond?
Yes.
And you will koyakkan muka saya. So,
So cute.
who decide is a black swan or white swan? Yeah, usually the supervisor say, this one is so basi lah. Kalau basi orang mau makan ke? Don't want to eat the spoiled food. So you better choose the black swan. Common problem in research. This is common problem. Your topic lack of IV and DP. What is IV?
Independent variable.
In the Bible, I asked one PhD student, what is IV? And he cannot answer. He just silent. I say, what is your IV? Silent. Number 3, what is your IV? Silent. And say, okay, you don't know IV? I say, apa you punya boleh ubah tidak bersenang? Oh, saya tahu itu. So he only knows the Malay word for that thing. He doesn't know the English word. What is DB? Dependent variable. So in your topic must have these two. Especially at PhD level, must have 2 variables, not only 1. Ini kadang-kadang sampai PhD pun satu saja variable dia. Itu ialah kindergarten. Kalau satu variable saja di peringkat PhD is kindergarten. Or bachelor level. Are you a bachelor? Huh? Form 1 student. Okay, I thought you are a bachelor student. Yeah. Thank you. You want to hear our professor talk? Okay. You will become one. Okay, lack of research work. What is the research work in your title? There is no research work. You have 1 research word and 2 variables. One is IV and DV. No need to put the moderator because moderator is too many. What's wrong with this topic? Mental health in Malaysia. Is it a research topic? No. Why is not? We don't know whether this one is IV or DV. Yeah, we don't know. And it doesn't have a research word. So, this is the research word. So, in your title, you have to have a research word, right? Yes. Development, effect, effectiveness, analysis, relationship, survey of, blah, blah, blah. So, one of the research word must be there. Okay, you can take photo, yeah? And you see again in my class. And some people say, Prof, what is the difference between effect and effectiveness? What is the difference? Anybody can tell me what is the difference between effect and effectiveness? You can go home early today. Yeah, effect, you have to use test, pre-test, post-test effect. Effectiveness, no need to use test, you can use questions. Yeah. So effectiveness is just perception, but effect must be objective test. So you have pre and post test that to measure the effect. But if you are so lazy, you don't want to do the testing by test, you can use questionnaire, but it will not be effect, but it will be effectiveness. Okay, what is IVDB here? Yeah, IV is a magic math module, and DV is student achievement in mathematics. That's a IVDB. And what is the research word? Effect. Yeah. Number 2, factors that affect ONG mental health. What is the IV? What is IV here? No, factors. Factors is the IV. Factors. What is the DV? ONG mental health. Yes. Relationship between self-esteem and academic achievement. What is the DV? IV? Yeah, student self-esteem. What is the DV? Academic achievement. What is the research word? Relationship. Yeah, very good. You should have learned this in your research method class. And the last one is also okay. Good. This is a common mistake in your research. Sampling frame doesn't have sampling frame. If I say your research doesn't have sampling frame, meaning that you don't know what is the population. You don't know how many population. All of a sudden, you give me the sample. In the Bible, I say, how about your sampling frame? Oh, Prof, I only use 300 students. You don't know where the 300 coming from. Yeah, where the 300 coming from? You don't know. You also don't know. How you get a sample? If you do quantitative research, the sample must come from your population. That's why you have to know by hook or by crook, you have to know your population, how many. Then by the population, the n, the big N, you can consider your small n, the sample by using table of sample size, Fridge and Morgan and so on. Pilot study is to validate your instrument. How many in your pilot study? How many sample size in your pilot? Between 10 and 30. Between 10 and 30. Your pilot sample. Why you want to use the pilot? Yeah, to make sure the items are understood by the target population. Of course, before pilot, what is happening? Before pilot, your instrument must go through your supervisor and your expert. How many experts? Now, expert must be odd number. Yeah. For bachelor, only 3. You a bachelor student? 3 only. Oh, you are high school student. Bachelor, 3 expert. Master, 5 and more. PhD, 7 and more. Jadi kata berapa? How many expert for validating your instrument? Only 4 from what level are you? PhD. So small. Why 4 is not advisable? Why is the even number is not advisable for your expert? Yeah, kadang-kadang if you give 4 expert and 2 of them say your instrument is okay and 2 also say not okay, what happened? Yeah, no decision. It's like judges. Judges always even odd. Judge always odd number, because if you want to hang somebody, the judges will make decision. If you only have 2 judges, then one say we go to hang him, and then say no, we don't go to hang him. There is no decision. Okay, dah habis dah? Cover? Habis? 5 minit? Okay. Apa? In your research, there is one thing is very dangerous, is threat. Threat, if you do quantitative research, the threat to your research. What is the threat? Ancaman. Saya tahu lah dalam bahasa Melayu ancaman. Apa ancamannya? Dalam buku research ada berapa ancaman? Tak baca buku research method. Ada 10 ancaman, sebab ancaman tu yang akan menyebabkan you punya result is not valid if you don't control. That's why in experimental you do the pre and post step. Why the pre is important? Pre is to make sure the student at the same level, not one is high and one is low at the beginning. If one is high and one is low, we already know that it's not your module that is working, but the student already smart. One group are very smart and one is not smart. This one is triangulation. This is very problematic. Why? Because you never do. Most students don't do the triangulation. They say, oh, we are going to take the quantitative data and qualitative data, but they never compare the data. You have to compare the data set from quantity and quality to make the triangulation. Whether these 2 sets of data supporting each other or they are different. Okay, these are all the, I don't have time to explain to you, but these are the research process that you have to go through. It is a goal of research, description, prediction, and cause and effect. These are the 3 goals of research. 1, descriptive, like you do the survey. Survey is just descriptive, you want to know the phenomenon. 2, prediction. Prediction is you do the correlation, regression, and modeling. These are 3 types of prediction. And the last one, cause and effect, you are doing the experimental design. Which one is the best? Of course, the last one, cause and effect. A causes B must come from experimental, only experimental design, not other design. That's why I'm suggesting to you, for most of you PhD, if you are doing quantitative, do the experimental design or modeling. Yes, these two are very high level. Even our past Vice Chancellor banned for PhD survey method. Survey method is very kindergarten. For me, it's okay to do a survey if the issue is very new. Okay, if you can do survey if the issue is very, very new, there is no data yet, so you can do the survey. Okay, finally, these are the things. Last one I want to say. If I ask you what your research design, if you are quantitative research design, quantitative research, you have to answer one of these. Whether experimental, quasi-experimental, causes comparative, ex post facto design, survey design, correlation. These are research design. If you do quantitative, these are the design. Okay, these are qualitative research design. So never say I'm doing quantity, I'm doing quality. No, I want the specific research design. Okay. That's why I didn't recommend you to be mixed method, because sometimes you don't know. Mixed method are those who usually don't know quality and quantity. They only know mixed method. Because, you know, it's so hard to choose one design, and so very difficult to choose both quality and quantity. But you can be supported, by qualitative data. Can be supported, but not a mix. Okay, sometimes you have this special category. These are special category of research, like action research, history, modeling, development, model development, software development, evaluation. Huh? These are special case. And finally, is this development model, meaning that if you develop something like apps or module or model, you can use this AD, DDR. So you have to differentiate between research method and model development. If you are just using survey, there's no DDR, there's no, because the survey doesn't have building anything. But if you do the module, then you have two. One is your research design, one is your model development. Okay, finish. And lastly, program evaluation, you can use CIPP. But you cannot evaluate the program if the program is just new. So 3 years and above, then you can evaluate the program. You can use CIPP, step of implementation, and so on. Okay, thank you very much, because the time is not. You can attend my research method and statistics class. I'm sure you will not missing, even though my class is at time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Professor Rami.
Yes.
And with that note, the keynote session for Ipac 2024 comes to an end. So we'll wait for the closing ceremony in a bit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Academic International, accompanied by the guest of honors. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you stand as we now honor our beloved nation with the singing of Negaraku, followed by the Perak State Anthem and Ibu Kandung Sulu Budiman song.
Ibu kandung sulu budiman, obor di malam gelap, bina budi penyebar tekad, pancaran semangat wajah. Ibu kandung sulu pujaan kami yang berjasa pada masyarakat, hidup gagah berani. Ibu kandung seluruh budiman, dengarlah sumpah sumbang sinan suci. Selagi hayat di kandung badan, kami tetap berbakti. Selagi hayat di kandung badan, kami tetap berbakti.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it is with immense pleasure that we welcome you to the closing ceremony of the International Postgraduate Colloquium 2024 here at e-learning building, University Pendidikan Sultan Idris. Ipac 2024 has been a remarkable gathering of minds, a confluence of ideas, and an inspiration for future academic endeavors. As we draw this prestigious event to a close, we are honored to have with us today an esteemed assembly of thought leaders, scholars, and innovators who have contributed to the success of this conference. Without further ado, we now invite Mr. Izzat Fadli bin Hamdan, PhD candidate from Faculty of Sports Science and Coaching, to lead us in prayer. Let us all take a moment to reflect and seek blessings from a successful and meaningful event.
Al-Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. O Allah, the creator of sustainer of all knowledge, we gather before you with hearts full of gratitude as we conclude this International Postgraduate Colloquium 2024. We thank you for the opportunity to come together in the pursuit of wisdom and understanding. O Allah, bless all those who have contributed to the success of this event, the organizer, participant, speakers, and the attendees. May their dedication and hard work be rewarded. Ya Zal Jalal wal Ikram, grant us the strength and wisdom to apply the knowledge we have gained for the betterment of our communities, nation, and the world. Let this gathering be a source of inspiration and a catalyst for positive change in the academic and professional field. Ya Rahman, as we leave this event, we ask for your continued guidance and protection. Bless us with insight, and as we embark on our individual journey towards excellence in research and learning, may the bond of friendship and collaboration we have built here today strengthen our resolve to make a meaningful impact in our respective field. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Mr. Izzat. Ladies and gentlemen, at the heart of every successful academic pursuit lies the support and guidance of visionary leaders. We are privileged to have with us today the Dean of Institute of Postgraduate Studies, Yang Bersaha, Professor Dr. Raja Nur Safinas binti Raja Harun, whose commitment to academic excellence has been instrumental in shaping the direction of Ipac 2024. It is with great respect and admiration that I invite Yang Bersaha, Professor Dr. Raja Nur Safinas binti Raja Harun, to deliver her welcoming speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon, everyone. Okay, we have with us today our distinguished guest, okay, Associate Professor Dr. Rizwan Cik Rose, okay, the one in the middle. If you have not met him, maybe you can stand up a little bit. Okay, he is actually the academic director, okay, in UPSI, and today he's representing our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and International, who is actually outstation. And of course, we have our esteemed, two esteemed keynote speakers, okay, Dr. Bijayan Munusami, as well as none other, our Professor Dr. Ramli bin Mustafa, okay? And also, all my fellow colleagues from the Institute of Graduate Studies and also the Students Association, okay? And I think it's a little bit too late to welcome all of you, but it does not matter, okay? Even though it's in the afternoon, the reason why we have the welcoming speech at the end is, for management purposes, because we do not want to interrupt. We have made the decision to actually finish everything in one day to ease everyone. I know now it's school holidays, okay? Probably some of you would love to spend some time, with your children and family during school holidays. And I sincerely, okay, this postgraduate colloquium, okay, this international postgraduate colloquium is actually organized by the Postgraduate Students Association. So why don't we give them a big round of applause, okay, for all their efforts. And that is Mr. Khalil, the president, who is also a PhD student, and the rest of the committee members, okay? They have worked very hard to make sure that this colloquium happen. And they have several small meetings, as well as one meeting, very big meeting, to actually streamline everything to make sure that everything runs perfectly for all of you. Okay, so they have worked very, very hard. And sincerely, I also would like to thank all of you for all your commitment and efforts. I think this is the first time ever that I do not have to interfere so much. Okay, I let them do whatever they. Sometimes they have to remind me, Prof, can you please check this? Can you please check your preface? Can you please check that? Okay, so basically that's and of course Associate Professor Dr. Zul Izwan is not here with us because he's performing his Umrah. And I would also like to thank Associate Professor Dr. Hartini Jafar, the Deputy Dean, okay, admission for willingly to accept all the responsibilities and make sure that everything is in order, and it happened very smoothly today, okay. I was informed that there are 176 presenters today, yeah, okay, and I think that is a very good number. So I, from the bottom of my heart, I would like to congratulate everyone, okay, who have presented today. I know, okay, presenting is not a requirement, okay, for you to graduate, but presenting in colloquiums or even in seminars, okay, will actually boost your confidence on what you are doing in terms of your research, okay. In whichever stage, whether you're at the initial stage or in the middle, or even you're already going to finish or you have already submitted, the idea of presenting is for you to become scholarly, okay. So you are able to defend, you are able to talk to other people about what you are doing, okay, and you are able to accept feedback and also maybe sometimes criticism but that will actually do you very, very good in terms of your own academic development. So presenting in a colloquium or even in seminars is always a positive thing. Okay, it is very sad if you are good in writing, but when it comes to oral presentation, or maybe later when you do your viva, you are not able to defend your work, or you are not able to explain on your work. Okay, I always get very frustrated when I sat in a viva, and when the examiners ask questions, you just nod, agreeing to what the examiner said. Okay, so that is actually very, very sad. Okay, you don't always have to agree with the examiners. Sometimes you have to clarify things in order for them to understand where you're coming from in terms of your study and your research. Okay, so basically the theme is on universal revolution, inclusivity, sustainability, and future ready. So I hope at any stage, okay, wherever you are in this academic journey, I hope you are always future ready. For the international students, I know many of you are already working. Okay, you're already working, and you are already, you have some professional development. I just hope when you graduate, you can carry the title as doctorate students, okay? Not only being what we call brilliant in your own study, but also, you know, you are a scholar, okay? And when people see you, they are inspired in whichever way that you are doing. So that is actually a holistic development, and that is what we dream. Okay, and we hope that you will become when you leave us later. And maybe to some of you, you might not leave us permanently, because you might join us. Okay, now you are our students, but we never know. I remember once when I was doing my master's in UIA, okay, in IUM, International Islamic University, I have this Egyptian lecturer, okay, a very fierce prof, okay? Even though he's fierce, he said to us, I don't want to school you so much, because later you're all going to be my colleagues, you know? so it's the same thing. I'm not surprised. And, you know, in the past also, I've seen so many, you know, who has actually become young lecturers in university to even, you know, pursue whatever our dreams. Okay, for people like us, Prof. Ramli is going to retire next year, end of this year.
End of this year.
He doesn't want to.
Okay, Prof. Ramli is going to retire end of this year. I have another 6 years to go. Okay, so we actually have a very high hopes towards all of you, especially the PhD students. Okay, so I wish you all the very, very best in your future endeavors. Okay, and I hope you will take this experience for you to move forward. Okay, and well, do your very, very best. Okay, I have my PhD student there, Yu Shangfu. Okay. Okay, he must be thinking, oh, Prof, you talk so much, I've not seen you yet. I'll see you soon, I'll see you soon. Okay, so with that, thank you very much, and wabillahi taufiq. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, University Professor Dr. Raja Nur Shafiqah bin Raja Harun. Moving forward, and as we reflect on the journey that has been Ipac 2024, we are reminded of the remarkable contributions made by each and every one of you. To encapsulate the essence of the conference and the milestones we have achieved together, we have prepared a special montage. And please sit back, relax, and enjoy the visual presentation that captures the highlights of Ipac 2024.
Hello and welcome to the keynote speakers, presenters and all the participants of the conference. It is with great enthusiasm and anticipation that I welcome you to the Ipac Conference 2024. As the Dean of the Institute of Graduate Studies at University Pendidikan Sultan Idris, I am delighted to see such a diverse and accomplished group of scholars gathered here to address the future of our education. I would also like to thank the organizing team for such a beautiful event. I assure you that this event will be an immense success and it will benefit all the participants and speakers. Our institution has had the opportunity to invite speakers, local and international, making it a more inclusive and more expert-based event. We have also appointed volunteers who have worked with us to help make this event a success and will continue to do so by resolving any queries you may have during the conference. With that, I would like to wish all of you a great day ahead and I hope you have a great journey sharing your ideas and expertise with us. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. I assure you that this conference will prove to be fruitful and informative for all the members participating in the conference. I am grateful that all of you have taken out time from your busy schedule to join us, and it would be my honor to introduce all of you to our annual conference. I feel delighted to tell you that this conference will end with an award show where the candidates will be rewarded with certificates and prizes for being excelled in their presentation. Again, thank you for being a part for this conference for us, and I wish all of you a happy learning experience. Thank you.
our beloved professor from the only professor at the Faculty of Technical and Vocational University of Pendidikan Sultan Idris, Professor Dr. Ramli bin Mustafa. Thank you, Prof. A member of Ipac committee from the postgraduate student. I think a big applause to all of you back in front of me. And all the participants for Ipac International Postgraduate Conference 2024. Welcome to UPSI. Give a round of applause to you. Okay, with the theme of Universal Revolution, Inclusivity, Sustainability, and Future Ready. So before I proceed with the official or closing address, I have two tasks. One as a chief of panel. The second one is to officiate the closing ceremony. Okay, the first part. As a head of panel, I think some of us are panel of parallel session at this morning. From 8:30 to 10:30, and then the second one is 10:30 to 12:30. So I can summarize. First one is we must congratulate to all of the presenters here. Give a big applause to you. Why? Because you already present very well, very awesome and wonderful. So I got a comment from a committee from each of the parallel room. The first one, they comment that all the presentation, especially the slide, and then the maybe some of you using a PowerPoint, maybe some of you are using Canva, some of you are using an online slide, are very wonderful. The second one is the research that are doing by the participant. So the very excellent research, the current one and suitable with the universal revolution, inclusivity, sustainability, and also future ready. And then the third one is networking. When you attend a seminar or colloquium, what the important thing is you hear your friend research, your colleague research, and you give a feedback. But for my room, I didn't hear any feedback from the members of the hall. But after this, you must think that a colloquium, a seminar for postgraduate in a 3 years or 4 years journey at UPSI or any else university, this is the platform, a good platform, a very good platform. You can build a network between a postgraduate, because a PhD, some say, is permanent head damage. But you can see now, any participant, you have a permanent head damage now? No problem. With the comment, the positive feedback, the comment, positive comment from the juries, yeah. So what you get is a constructive comment to enhance, to something to put plus in your thesis, your methodology, in your writing. So because they have every phase. Some students, some presenters are in the initial phase, the beginning phase. You just do a PRISM or SLR, systematic literature review. Some of you are presenting a data. Some of you already finished the writing of master or PhD thesis. So they have every level, there are a different level between all of you. What you want to appreciate, to embrace among each other is, if you are in the first phase, you learn from the senior. For the senior student, you learn from the junior and also learn how they present, because some of the junior maybe present well, very well presented. The data or the presentation, the confidence level in terms of presentation. So from the comment, all the juries will give you a comment, already give you a comment. You can discuss with your supervisor how to enhance, to upgrade your research in terms of, first about the literature review, the second one is about theoretical and model, the third one is about the methodology. Because some of you may be just first year at the university, so you will just learn the methodology from Prof. Ramli, from your supervisor, from others lecturer that teach or taught the research methodology. So you can learn each other. So this is the best platform to have the networking between the Malaysian student and also from the China, because I see around 13 countries of the participant registered. So the total is around 178. So what you can do is to have a networking starting from now between the international partners, the international clique. So start writing a paper with your clique, especially the same field or the same content or body of knowledge. You can share together and write together and start make a networking. Because one day you maybe become like Prof. Raja said, maybe one day you become a colleague of Prof. Raja at the Faculty of Languages and Communication. Who knows? Is rezeki. So one day you become a colleague of us at the Faculty of Technical and Vocational. So we can collaborate together. Okay, that's all for comment on behalf of all the juries and the panel. So go to the official closing address. Okay, because we talking about the future ready, so I will use just straight from the iPhone. Okay, on behalf of Prof. Abdul Rahim Razali, I will read because it's not my speech. I just read Prof. Rahim's speech. So, distinguished guests, esteemed panel members, respected presenter, and dear participant. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kena jawab lagi ya? Ini Prof. Rahim. So, it is my great pleasure to address you all the closing ceremony of the International Postgraduate Academic Colloquium 2024 or Ipac 2024. So today marks the culmination and an extraordinary journey of knowledge sharing, intellectual discourse, and academic collaboration between all of you. So our theme this year, Universal Revolution, Inclusivity, Sustainability and Future Ready, has truly resonated throughout the presentation and discussion we have witnessed. This colloquium has brought together minds from various disciplines, fostering an environment of cross-pollination of ideas and innovative thinking. So I'm delighted to report that Ipac 2024 has exceeded our expectation in several ways. First, we have successfully gathered 178 postgraduate students from UPSI and other Malaysian universities and international institutions. This diverse participation has enriched our academic discourse and broadened our perspective. So give a big applause to the committee members of Ipac 2024. So compared to the last year, maybe around 70 something. So this year is 170 something. So maybe next year, maybe 300 something. So the senior will give a task to the junior to make sure Ipac 2025 make a bigger participant and bigger participant from international partners. The second one is the quality of research presentation across all disciplines has been exceptional, from languages and communication to computer and meta technology. The depth and breadth of knowledge shared have been truly impressive. Number three, our keynote speaker have provided, although I didn't hear the keynote speaker, but I read from the text. Our keynote speaker has provided invaluable insight that undoubtedly shape the future of research in our respective fields. So, Dr. Vijayan talking when we have a chit-chat at the banquet room, so he shared about the future ready, especially AI, micro-credentials, standalone micro-credential for the future curriculum of the university. Number five, through this event, we have further enhanced UPSI visibility on the international academic exchange, fostering new collaboration and strengthening existing ones. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the organizing committee. Give a big applause to the organizing committee, led by the Postgraduate Student Association and the Institute of Postgraduate Studies. Your tireless effort, I have to recognize, because starting in July, they put us jury in a WhatsApp group, and every week they will keep update us about the progress to pre-evaluate the presentation for 50% mark, and every month they keep update about what the document required and everything. So as a panel of jury, and also the official to giving a closing remark. So I'm very happy with the commitment from the postgraduate student of UPSI. So to our presenter and participant, your enthusiasm and active engagement have been driving force of this colloquium. So your research contribution are vital in pushing the boundaries of knowledge and addressing the challenges of our rapidly evolving world. So they have a winner, they have a loser. But make sure that this is a platform that you can learn from each other, from your colleague in the postgraduate journey. So as we conclude Ipac 24, let us remember that the end of the colloquium is not the end of our academic journey. So rather, it is a stepping stone towards greater achievement. I encourage all of you to build upon the connection that you have made here to further develop your research and to continue striving for excellence in academic pursuit. In closing, I declare Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, International Postgraduate Academic Colloquium 2024 officially closed. So, may the knowledge and experiences gained here propel you toward greater heights in your academic and professional endeavors. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right, thank you for your eloquent words and for bringing this prestigious conference to a successful conclusion. We kindly request for Yang Berbahagia to remain on stage, and we invite Yang Berusaha Professor Dr. Raja Nur Shafina Swinti Raja Harun to come up on stage for the next agenda. So ladies and gentlemen, we now come to one of the most anticipated moments of this evening, the announcement of the winners of Ipac 2024. Can I get a clap? Yeah. This colloquium has showcased exceptional research and innovative ideas. We honor these whose work has stood out and will pave the way for future advancements in their respective fields. We are excited to announce that we have 13 winners to recognize today. These individuals are truly the best of the best, selected from an impressive pool of 178 participants. So as your name is announced, please make your way to the stage to receive the award. Okay, I have the names here. Right. The first winner goes to Indra Devi Krishnasamy. The second winner is Haziq Azri Yazid. All right, next one, Maznam Ramli. Our next winner is Sengkang Nik Mazlan, Nik Jaafar. Nik Mazlan, Nik Jaafar. Okay, next one is Nuraini Hashim. Next winner is Nuraini Andi Arif. Next, Siti Rohana Man. Next winner is Muhammad Hafiz Ahmad Zaidi. Our next winner is Abu Aswatudali Shawal. Our next winner is Nur Erwani Rozi. Oh, this is a virtual participant. Okay, congratulations, Nur Erwani, if you're listening. Next, Bilaran Berunto. Also virtual. Okay, the rest are also virtual. Oh, okay. All right. Next is Shafiq Azhar Shahrizal. And last but not least, Halifa Harun. All virtual. Congratulations. Congratulations to all our winners. Your hard work and dedication have truly paid off. Next, as a token of appreciation, the ceremony invites Yang Berbahagia Associate Professor Dr. Rizwan bin Rus to present and souvenirs to our keynote speakers. We respectfully invite Dr. Vijayan Manasami from Center for Research and Development Learning, Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. Next, I invite Professor Dr. Ramli bin Mustafa from Faculty of Technical and Vocational Institute Pendidikan Sultan Idris. Now we would like to invite Professor Dr. Nur Shafinas Fikri Raja Harun to present a token of appreciation to Yang Berbahagia Associate Professor Dr. Rizwan bin Rus. Next, can I call all the winners to come to the stage for a photo session? Can all the winners here come to the stage?
Sorang. Yung day. Si parents now?
Jadi sudah memang kami yang akan.
Oh, sila sa sana.
Oh, betul.
Okay lang. Sekejap.
Yang berapa ni dulu?
Ni.
Kira Sibet. 1, 2, 3. Sibet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Lepas tu, EJK. EJK nak kemana ni? EJK.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to I call all the committee members to come in front. Can I got all the Ipac community members to come to the front for a short session of photo taking? Your audience, please remain seated. The next photo session is with you all.
Okay. Dia penyanyi popular kan ada.
Apa ni?
Run.
Okey, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Good. Best. Okay, bebas.
We got IPS team also join us. Jump.
Arif. Rakam video.
Okey. Jom 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okey.
Hello and welcome to the keynote speakers, presenters and all the participants of the conference. It is with great enthusiasm and anticipation that I welcome you to the Ipac Conference 2024. As the Dean of the Institute of Graduate Studies at University Pendidikan Sultan Idris, I am delighted to see such a diverse and accomplished group of scholars gathered here to address the future of our education. I would also like to thank the organizing team for such a beautiful event. I assure you that this event will be an immense success and it will benefit all the participants and speakers. Our institution has had the opportunity to invite speakers, local and international, making it a more inclusive and more expert-based event. We have also appointed volunteers who have worked with us to help make this event a success and will continue to do so by resolving any queries you may have during the conference. With that, I would like to wish all of you a great day ahead and I hope you have a great journey sharing your ideas and expertise with us. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. I assure you that this conference will prove to be fruitful and informative for all the members participating in the conference. I am grateful that all of you have taken out time from your busy schedule to join us, and it would be my honor to introduce all of you to our annual conference. I feel delighted to tell you that this conference will end with an award show where the candidates will be rewarded with certificates and prizes for being excelled in the presentation. Again, thank you for being a part for this conference for us, and I wish all of you a happy learning experience. Thank you.